to come back or say they're still up for negotiation, meaning we have just G4 now that have finally left for the APC. Do you think the party has what it takes truly to resolve the crisis with those that are still with them?
That's the PDP.
Yes.
First of all, let me talk about the fact that they are second-term governors, final-term governors. The lifestyle of these people can only be sustained by government. So that's why you see them after being governors, they want to go back to Senate, or they want to go to Senate, because the amount of money required to keep them the way they are used to is something you can begin to imagine. Now, the PDP government is like an elephant. Where blind men touch. You touch the ear, so it's only the ear. Touch the hoof, it's so light, it's so enormous. You know, I tell you, I said it some time ago. By the time they'll be resolving these things, you and I will not be there. Even the ones that left, or claim to have left, have they given back their cards, their PDP cards? Where did they resign from? You just saw on television. So 4. We're told 7, 5, now 4.
So it can be denied?
Well, you can play your tape as many times as you like, but they will ask you, did I write any time resign from PDP? In fact, did they say they had resigned? I saw a PDP creation, Baraje, making some announcements. I didn't hear an Amechi. I didn't hear the Adamawa guy. I didn't hear them say, we have left PDP, we have moved into APC. What about all the handshaking? They were discussing Nigerian economy. It's possible. But they haven't had it in their cards. They have not signed letters of resignation. And these are governors.
But again, it looks to me that the PDP is truly eager to let them off because I have always had a couple of statements from a certain Nedum, I think, from the Rivers State and they've always issued statements saying, well, if you want to leave, you can leave. And when finally some of them left, they also released a statement saying, well, we're happy they have finally left.
Well, I don't know if the man who mentioned his name has collected the card of Chibike Amechi. You can be having problems with your wife. You say, look, if you want to leave, leave. And they want to leave. And she might decide to visit her father or go to visit friends. And you capture that on television or camera. Does that mean she has divorced you? You know, when you want to leave, you know what to do. You go to the law court and get a divorce. And then you're divorced. Then you left. What do we have from these people who have left to show that they've actually left legally? Not by just saying I've left. Is there any letter of resignation from them, from the party? Have they handed in their PDP party cards? These are not charlatans. These are governors of the state. Let's forget the fact that for almost 1 year now they've not done any work as governors because they've been gallivanting all over Nigeria, saying they're holding meetings. But then they're still governors.
Are we getting to the end of PDP?
That would be a very grave error for anybody to assume that because of what is happening at the end of PDP.
If you see the analysis now, for it to go by what we have now, they have more APC members in the House of Representatives than PDP. And even within the governors, they're almost getting, an equal number, if not that the others have just said that they're still with the PDP.
Can I ask you a very simple question? Who still gives oil wells? Who allocates oil wells? Who gives, what is this one I called for us last year? Subsidy. You see, a friend of mine, when he became governor in his state, and I told him, we don't have a structure. The structure is still that of the previous governor and all that. He said, look, KOP, just relax. It is the man who is carrying the palm front that goat follows. All these things I told you, they are about personal interest. By the time offers are made to some people, or their own offers are accepted, you wouldn't even know when it happens. You'd not be surprised to now hear somebody talking, and the person is talking PDP. You say, is that not somebody who claimed to be APC last week? It's all about their interests. And the government also understands this. The struggle in Rivers, for instance, is not exactly between Amechi and the president. It's between Amechi and Wike, the Minister of Education. Because of their previous relationships. What are the things Wike had done for him in the past? You know, politicians have a habit of biting the finger that feeds them. I think it's common with them here. A lot of things were done by Wike for Amechi. So when he got into, when eventually sacked Pretty, the first person to remove to deal with was Wike. And Wike refused to be removed out of the, relevance. Out of relevance. Same thing that Amechi did to his previous boss, the former governor, Odile, who made him. That was not to be Amechi. It was just an entity. Somebody made him. And the first thing when he sacked Pretty was, let me go after that man and render him relevant in my state. It just happens with them like that.
Is that what politicians do?
That's what I've noticed. That's a trend I've noticed with them here.
Now, it would seem that the structure of the country permits this type of, what I say, people following the man, carrying the palm front. I mean, people have talked about making the center less weak, making governance less attractive, making even the governor's position less attractive. I mean, scrapping security votes, for instance, because we still remember what we were told security votes are used for, Do you think that fundamentally a lot of things need to change for Nigerians at least not to despair? Because a host of people are saying, what exactly are the choices right now? We really don't have any choice, regardless of whether you call it decamping or you call it merger. The choices still seem to be limited.
The choice the Nigerians have is to take their destiny in their hands. They don't call it Arab Spring or anything you want to call it. But for as long as, like you said, we have access to, we legitimize stealing or looting in the name of security vote, and the members of the House of Assembly are usually put in the pocket of the governor. So forget about impeachment. Same powerful theory. If you make the center, that's presidency, less attractive, and you don't make the governorship less attractive, you're still going to have some, it's going to be worse. Because the governors are as bad as they are currently, even with the overwhelming influence of the president, because they enjoy a measure of power and influence under the Constitution. Meanwhile, they continue committing, except for a few states like Enugu and so on, they continue committing illegality in the name of not holding local government elections. That's a clear illegality. So they take the money, put it in their pocket, bring out a little bit of it and say they're working for the state. So unless we change the attitude to governance, and the people who are benefiting are not going to do that change for you. It is you that are suffering that should instigate and ensure that that change is done. The way we're going, this thing will continue this way. The economy is going downhill. There are lots of I don't want to use word that people will consider very insolent, but just know there are too many loopholes in our system, and it's almost legitimate or legal because the Constitution allows for this. And remember, this Constitution was put together by the military, so they were doing it to protect themselves generally.
But generally, does this change, whatever it is, this matrix, this new development, does it excite you?
No, it doesn't. I know them.
You're
indifferent.
Mm-hmm. You're indifferent.
I know that nothing has changed. What they will do is to make a little bit more money for themselves and get some protection. If the president is so minded, he's okay. You know what? Okay, look, I grant you this, I grant you that. Don't be deluded. 2015 is going to be a bit tougher than earlier anticipated. We're still going to go the way of the PDP.
Shouldn't it be about development? Because I've actually seen debates all over the world, in other parts of the world, especially in Europe and America. It is issues based. People talk about development, what you've not been able to explain, or how you are inadequate in your ideas in fixing the country or fixing your state. But how come that every time we see politicians come out to fight so dirty with all of those powers, it is when they fight amongst themselves or between themselves, they don't use that same energy to fix things for the people?
That's what I'm talking about. It's all about them. It's all about them. And some people, you expect them to come and change the system.